everyone. Welcome to Tuesday Tips Live. I am Pam from Your Nurse Advocate Consulting, and today we're diving into kind of a super practical topic that's especially important as we head into the holiday season, and that's how to avoid medication gaps when you travel. But before we jump in, I just want to give a really big shout out to today is National Pharmacy Technicians Day. So just want to, if you know a pharmacy tech, drop them a note and say, hey, thank you. They're the if I can say this correctly, unsung heroes who help keep our medication routines running smoothly, especially during busy times like the holidays. So why does medication management get tricky during the holidays? And we're going to talk a little bit about that now. So let me know let me know if you have had a hiccups. Drop a comment in the chat if you've had issues when traveling, or if your aging loved one has had issues when you're traveling, and let us know what that challenge was and how you were able to overcome that. What some of the challenges during the holidays: pharmacies may have limited hours, or they close for the holidays. So it's really important to know where you're going. I mean, if you're going to a big city, chances are you might not have as many issues. If you're coming to see me, and you may have to drive an hour to find a pharmacy that's open during the holidays. So, because we're in a very rural area. Insurance companies sometimes restrict early refills. We'll talk about that a little later. Travel delays or weather can keep you away longer than planned. And it's easy to forget meds in the whirlwind of really packing and all the family activities going on, especially if your aging loved one or you are going to be staying maybe for a little extended period of time with another family member over the holidays, because emergencies can happen in an unfamiliar place. Any of that sound familiar? If you've ever run out of your medications or scrambled again, I'm going to give you another opportunity. Drop something in the comments here and let us know what that challenge was, and if so, how you were able to overcome it. So, what are the risks in gaps in medication? Missing even a few doses can cause real problems, especially for heart, blood pressure, diabetes, mental health meds. Gaps can lead to ER visits, health setbacks, extra stress, and in the worst case scenario, maybe a hospitalization or emergency room visit. So what you need is just really a simple plan. And the good news is with a little planning, you can avoid these headaches. So today we're going to walk you through 4 easy steps to make sure you and your loved ones have what you need, no matter where the holidays might take you. So number 1, review and refill early. So you want to check all your prescriptions at least a couple of weeks before you leave. Don't wait until the last minute. Pharmacies get busy too. And ask your pharmacy or doctor if you can have an early refill. This could be a challenge. Explain your travel plans. Many insurance plans allow a vacation override, or they may allow up to a 2-week either way before your due date to be able to refill. So check and see how that is, and your pharmacy can help you figure that out. Ask about a 90-day supply or mail order if you're going to be gone longer, because if you have, like, say, an Advantage plan and you're out of network, that might be a challenge to get your medications when you're out of your preferred providing network. Pro tip is, if you run into these issues, ask your pharmacy tech. They know all the tricks for getting the approval. So let's really appreciate those pharmacy techs. And has anyone ever had trouble getting an early refill? If you have, let us know your tips or struggles in the chat, please. So step 2, pack smart and carry a medication list. Use a pill organizer for daily doses. This makes life really much easier, and it makes you plan out how long you're going to be gone and if you're going to have enough medication. So that's a really good idea to help you get organized. You can consider packing meds in the original label bottles, especially if you're flying. And this is important too. So you have to consider which would be the best way to go for you or for your aging loved one. bring a complete up-to-date medication list. You want to have medication names, dosages, prescribing doctors, allergies, and medical conditions. And you want to keep that with you. And also you want to keep your medications in your carry-on, not in your checked luggage. Sometimes luggage gets lost. At least if it's on your carry-on, it's with you. Step 3. So we talk about all the time preparing an emergency folder. And this is really important, whether you're traveling at the holidays, whether you're traveling on a summer vacation, this is always really important. So include an emergency travel folder with medication list, doctor's contact information, insurance cards, advance directives, emergency contacts, and include a brief emergency plan, diagnoses, allergies, any special needs. And, make sure that you keep digital copies on your phone or email so it'd be easy to bring them up and that you don't have to dig through paperwork if it's not easily accessible. So, tip is if you want a template or an emergency folder, let me know in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and drop this in the comment. We have our emergency to go folder and checklist. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that in the comments for you now. There you go. And I'm going to put that in there. I'm just going to put that up on the screen too, just for a second, but it's going to be in the comments on our live Facebook page. And also it will be in the video description when we share the replay video on our YouTube channel. So if you're sometimes not able to catch us live, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and you can get all the replays. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. All right, so step number 4, and I just want to say thanks. We've got some thumbs up on this week's topic, so I really appreciate you. Step 4, plan for the unexpected. Look up nearby pharmacies and urgent cares that's going to be at your destination. Again, when it comes to if someone was coming to visit us, like my mom, we would want to have that all in place because, we wouldn't want to run out and I wouldn't want to have to drive an hour to get a prescription on the holiday or when it's an inconvenient time. Ask your doctor for a paper prescription as a backup. That's always helpful, especially for certain medications, things that you cannot be without. Know how to get a refill out of state. Chains like Walgreens, Walmart, or CVS, they can usually access your records online. So that might be a viable option for you. And also, this is something that a lot of people, I bet, sometimes won't catch, but set reminders for time zone changes so you don't miss a dose. Depending on where you're going, it could be an hour difference. It could be 2, 3, 4. Or if you're leaving the country, it could be several hours or even a half a day. So make sure that you're understanding the time zone that you will be traveling in. So holiday, let's take a look at holiday travel medication checklist. So here's just simple. If you want to jot things down, I'm going to go ahead and I will have them in the replay for the show notes. And I can always, I'm going to just go ahead and drop this in the chat as well for you. So those of you that are with me live, I'm going to go ahead and post that here. And there we go. And these are we're going to review this just a little bit. And so let's recap. So here's your checklist. Number 1, refill all your prescriptions. Make sure that you're going to have enough. And if there's any special circumstances or challenges, having to refill a prescription early. Pack your meds on your carry-on. You want to make sure that you have an updated medication list and your emergency folder ready to go. Make sure you know where the nearest pharmacy or urgent care is, where you're going to be staying at your final destination. Or if you're driving, make sure that you know along the way in case you need something in an emergency. And then what's your backup plan for refills and emergencies? So again, before we wrap up, I just want to go ahead and give another round of applause to our pharmacy techs. They're the ones behind the counter making sure that you get the right meds on time, every time, especially when you need help with travel refills or insurance questions. So if you've had a pharmacy tech save the day for you, share your story, put that in the comments. We'd love to hear it, or share it as if you're watching the replay on our YouTube channel. So what's your biggest worry about managing medications during travel? Again, drop us a comment if we haven't addressed it during this short video. We certainly will be happy to address it for you personally. And if you have a tip or a story about holiday travel and medications, we'd love to hear it. We'd love to share it. Anything that we can do as nurse advocates, we're as good as the tools in our toolbox. So, if you have something that maybe I haven't mentioned that was a good trick or a good hack, so to speak, for you, please share, and we will share that with everyone. So if you want more resources, templates, or personalized help, please visit our website or reach out we do a free 30-minute consult for everyone. We make sure that you walk away with at least a couple of action items you can act on right away, whether or not you even use our services. So, and lastly, don't let medication stress steal your holiday joy. So plan ahead and travel with confidence. So thanks for joining our Tuesday Tips Live this week. If you find this helpful, please share, tag a caregiver, a fellow caregiver, or a family member that is caring for an aging spouse or an aging loved one. And we will see you back here next week. Take care.